I don't want to start, but he's making me start because he sucks. It's day 2 for us.
Day 2.
Of our 75 hard challenge. It's called a challenge, but the guy who invented it calls it a program. So that's what I'm going to call it.
Potato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Tomato.
And I don't know, I just thought we would talk about how today went and how we felt and kind of what we did, I guess, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm actually doing really well. I can just toot my own horn for a second. With the water. And I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
So I'm doing really well with it.
I'm still just at my 64 ounces. I get a little bit extra. Like tonight, I actually think I might have sparkling water as a treat for finishing all of my water. So I'll get a little bit extra.
Treat water.
Yes, my treat water is a plain sparkling water. That's actually a treat to us, anyways. I mean, we gave up soda a long time ago, so
yeah,
drinking sparkling water, plain sparkling water, is nothing.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
it
I know
too.
a lot of people don't.
So. I don't know how.
I don't know. Anyway, so I know we were so tired yesterday that I thought we'd just go over the rules one more time because I think we missed one, and I messed up the other part of one of them. So the drink a gallon of water.
This is the rules for the 75 hard challenge.
75 hard, yeah. And it's 2 45-minute workouts, but one of them is supposed to be outside. So at least one.
Right.
And you and I do a lot both outside right now. Of course, it's summertime here now. So
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when it's February.
That'll be fun. Just to see what happens there. But I don't think I mentioned that yesterday. And then I love number 3, that stick to a specific diet. Because I think it almost forces you don't have to then follow some diet that somebody's given you.
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like you've been on these diets, kind of what works for you, kind of what doesn't work for you. So, and I couldn't probably put a name on our diet if I tried.
It's clean eating. It's, but that's so nebulous.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, we'll make
it's the
recipe
eating,
videos.
How
and
about
stuff
we call
like that,
it the get healthy revolution diet or something like that.
Something like that. So the 4th one that we didn't mention was no alcohol, and that's probably because we don't really drink.
Yeah, we don't.
So we
drink
didn't
that
really
much.
think about it.
I used to drink a little bit here and there. You don't really ever
not
drink.
Not that much. So I don't know. That one slipped my mind. And plus, super tired. Yesterday was day 1. So,
and I'm sure all of you can hear our kids in the background going shh.
And the
dog. So.
That's right.
If you hear the noise in the background, that's what it is.
It's, shh, baby, be quiet. The read 10 pages of a nonfiction book. That's pretty easy for both of us too. And then probably the last one is the toughest one for me, which is the take a picture of yourself every day. So I make you take a picture of me.
Right.
Because I don't like.
Well, it's a lot easier if somebody else takes a picture.
It is, and
Yes.
we're not millennials or Gen Z, so we're not like, look at me. So that one's tough for me, which is kind of funny. So maybe when we're done, we can write about that. Maybe have a little blog post about it or something too.
Absolutely.
To say like, hey, which one was? We can rank them. But what I really love about this is that it's not supposed to be a, it's not a weight loss program. It's really about changing your mindset, and that's really what this needs to be. Lots of stuff has happened over the past couple of years in the world and to us. So, I mean, I think it's important to change the way that we think.
Yes.
And the way that we treat ourselves and stuff like that. So you
Yeah.
have to say to yourself, like, I'm worth doing this thing that is a challenge or whatever, but aren't you worth that?
Yeah, and it's very, especially like for me, that's a really hard thing to do. And we'll talk about some of that as we go along. But I think reading this book that I'm reading right now, the Psycho-Cybernetics book, you're going to hear me talk about it all a lot because no offense to religious people out there, but I call it my Bible because this book is so I'm sorry. I know this book is.
I was saying.
Okay. I was gonna say.
No, I think
this book is so.
That you mean it kind of metaphorically.
Right. I mean, this book is so important, I think, to everything. And, I've read a lot of self-help books. I've read a lot of, business books. And this book kind of like ties them all together. And really, it is all about mindset and the amazing things that you can do with your mind. And if you have the right mindset. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah. So, and I think maybe every day we'll talk a little bit more about the program and the guy who came up with it. But what I wrote down, what he talked about that the program would help with, which was confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, self-belief, fortitude, and grittiness. So I can see that because we are excited about it now because we just started. We're like, yay! But are we going to be excited on day 15? So that's why we're doing this.
If I weigh like 25 less pounds, I'm going to be very excited.
But you know what I mean? When you start something new, it's exciting.
Yes.
But as time goes on, are you really committing to it? Because that's one of the other things is that if you do mess up, you have to start over.
Yeah.
Which we can't do. And that's why everybody's holding us
right.
accountable. But the other, like, as you mentioned, weighing yourself, which is something we don't do, and I don't like, because I don't think the number on the scale means that much is necessarily as an indicator of like health or anything like that. But that was not fun to do, to say the least. And I only cried like a little bit. That's good. No, but that was tough, and I felt myself going like a little like, oh, I can't do this. But then you were there, which is why I'm glad we're doing it together, because yeah. No, because I was like, may as well not. Your brain goes there because you haven't changed your mindset completely. Obviously, it's only day 2.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, this is something that's been a problem for us is we tend to get off rail really easily on diets. So, we'll follow one, we'll be excited for a little while.
But it's not a diet, so that makes it different.
Right, that's true. But I mean, I'm just saying that we
No, I know.
And then it's like it's a snowball, right? It's like in the replacements, they talk about the quicksand. Like, one mistake happens, and then
nobody knows.
If you've never watched your replacements, watch it. It's a really funny movie. But anyways, he talks about like his biggest fear is quicksand, and he's like talking about like you make one mistake, and then you make another one, and then another one, and it just snowballs after that.
That's why I like this. It's sort of built into it, and there are actually a lot of blog posts about it being dangerous and unhealthy, and I'm thinking. Okay, so I wouldn't maybe necessarily argue with the water thing because it's a lot of water. But I think if you're working out this much, you might actually need it. I don't know, depending on the day or whatever. But I guess what I'm saying is his whole thing was that it's a mental thing. And the, consequences of doing this, you're probably going to lose weight, feel better and healthier and stuff like that. But it's not a weight loss program, so I think that's important. And yesterday I don't even know what we did in that video because I'm so tired. So I walked a lot. I was really tired.
Yes.
I had like 18,000 steps or something ridiculous like that.
It was a good day. It was fine.
It was good, but it was just, Anyway, I guess that was kind of all I had.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
People can stay tuned for maybe some recipes.
So we're working on some videos of some of our favorite recipes, and those will be coming up.
You can take a video of me doing yoga if you want, and I'll try not to fall on my face.
Okay, we'll figure that out as we go along. But yeah, we'll be posting some other videos, and we're gonna get a YouTube channel started up, coming out, and
it's really just about our friends and family, just to start with at least, and other people on the internet if they want to join in, to say like, go Chris and Ashley.
Yeah, and maybe join us. So maybe it's time to.
Yeah, and we'll also be talking about what do we mean by clean eating. I think that might be a good next video, or maybe a separate video or something.
Yeah, maybe
just to talk about like
what we're considering.
What do we mean? And so I'll write that down and we'll save that for the next one.
All right,
okay.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, see you next time.